Reality TV fans, buckle up because tonight's lineup is pure chaos. Let's run it down. First up, the internet is in shock. Courtney, the Spain romance beauty, is now linked to Colt. Yes, that Colt. Fans are calling it the biggest downgrade in 90-day history, and the shade is savage. Meanwhile, Libby is drawing her red line. Forget losing $75,000. She says the real deal breaker is one single comment about her looks. Viewers are torn. Empowered stance or selective boundary? The receipts are flying. Third, the heartbreak we all saw coming but still weren't ready for. Gino and Jasmine's 5-year saga just collapsed under betrayal, a shocking pregnancy, and fans split between pity and karma caught up. Fourth, a kitchen scandal for the ages. Sumit's mom blows up over rum in Jenny's bag, while a bottle of Patrón tequila sits in plain sight. Fans roasted the hypocrisy, the spaghetti dinners, and maybe even the producers themselves. Next, Tim refuses to tone it down. From punk rock pink to fur-coated fabulous, his flamboyant evolution has fans debating his identity yet again. Love him or hate him, Tim is impossible to ignore. Then, Kara's tears. Meant to be emotional, but fans aren't buying it. The Onion backstage memes, accusations of crocodile tears, and a fandom demanding authenticity are leaving her drowning in criticism. And finally, Julia's pain dismissed. Brandon tells her it's minor. Betty mocks her age, and fans are furious. Reddit exploded with support, calling Julia strong and slamming the couple for selfishness and cruelty. Now, let's dive straight into our first bombshell. Courtney, the globe-trotting blonde who once had viewers swooning over her Spanish romance, is now linked to none other than Colt Johnson, and the internet cannot stop talking. Fans first met Courtney when she jetted off to Spain for what she thought would be a fairy tale romance. Back then, viewers were captivated. She posted glamorous selfies, sun-kissed adventures, and plenty of couple snaps that screamed rom-com energy. But it all unraveled quickly. He ghosted her, ignored her calls, and famously left her stranded in a foreign country. Fans labeled him unserious, cold, and maybe even manipulative. By the time she came home, her love story looked less like Eat, Pray, Love and more like a cautionary tale. Fast forward to today, and the plot twist nobody predicted. Courtney has been spotted in casual car rides and cozy hangouts with Colt Johnson. Yes, that Colt, who became infamous for messy breakups, awkward intimacy confessions, and a mama's boy reputation that still haunts him years later. Social media exploded within hours of the first photo surfacing. One Twitter user wrote, "Courtney went from Spanish Prince to Las Vegas Louse in one lifetime. What happened, sis?" Another chimed in, "She's still living with her parents, so maybe Colt makes sense. They both love their moms too much." The jabs were relentless. Memes compared the before and after of her dating life, with one viral post captioned, "Glow down of the decade." But here's where it gets interesting. Some viewers actually see the pairing differently. A small but vocal group argues Colt could be exactly Courtney's speed. Quirky, flawed, but undeniably real. On Reddit, one fan posted, "Maybe she's tired of European playboys ghosting her. Colt's weird, but he's consistent." Another speculated the entire situation might be production engineered, writing, "This screams TLC setup. They're both veterans, they both want screen time, and together, ratings gold." Still, the overwhelming tone has confusion. Fans haven't forgotten Colt's reputation, from his infamous fights with Larissa to the ill-fated romance with Jess to that eyebrow-raising stint on The Single Life. One Instagram comment summed it up bluntly, "Courtney, blink twice if you need help." And Courtney herself? So far, she's dropped only the vaguest hints on social media. Casual boomerangs of car rides, selfies with cryptic captions like, "Sometimes it's not who you expected," paired with the winky face. Fans read between the lines instantly. Is it a troll, a PR stunt, or a real relationship developing under the most unlikely circumstances? Adding fuel to the fire, Colt's recent Instagram activity hasn't been unnoticed. He liked Courtney's posts, and one eagle-eyed fan has even spotted him leaving a string of heart emojis on her stories. Within hours, screenshots went viral. One fan tweeted, "Colt is already in full send mode, y'all. Buckle up." The larger conversation, though, is about credibility. Courtney once criticized Colt's storylines as unrealistic and embarrassing. Now she's riding shotgun in his car. That contradiction hasn't escaped fans, who are calling it hypocritical and, in some cases, desperate. Still, others remind us reality TV has a funny way of rewriting reputations. A villain one season can reappear as the misunderstood hero the next. Could Colt and Courtney be angling for a joint comeback? Whatever the truth, one thing is undeniable. This is the couple nobody saw coming, and the fandom is eating it up.
And just when you thought the drama couldn't get any messier, don't touch that dial. Up next, Libby is drawing her boldest boundary yet. And it's not about money, it's about a single comment on her looks. Libby shocked fans this week with one statement that instantly set the internet ablaze. Quote, "There is no way in hell I would ever stay with you if you once spoke about how my appearance is." That's it. That's the deal breaker. Not losing 75 grand, not the screaming matches about Andre's control over their finances, not the family chaos that's been her storyline for seasons. No, the line is drawn at one comment about her appearance. And instantly the fandom had thoughts. Big ones. On Twitter, one user fired back. "Wait, so Andre can insult your brother, shade your parents, and control the bank account, but God forbid he makes a remark about your hair?" Another posted a meme of someone clutching pearls with the caption, "Libby discovering body shaming exists." But let's rewind. Libby and Andre have never exactly had a quiet relationship. Money fights? Check. Who controls the future? Double check. Fans remembered the infamous $75,000 drama that somehow didn't end the marriage. Yet now, with the statement, Libby is insisting a casual dig at her appearance would send her packing. On Reddit, the conversation snowballed into a full-blown debate. One commenter asked the million-dollar question, is this really about the comment, or is she finally using it as an excuse to claim her power? Another replied, honestly, I think she knows people will defend her more for body shaming than for money fights. It's PR strategy, not principle. But it didn't stop there. Fans also called out Andre's hypocrisy. Why? Because he's not exactly innocent when it comes to making sharp comments about Libby or anyone else. One user reminded viewers of his past remarks about her family being useless freeloaders and his blunt digs about control. So Andre gets to body shame Alex, but if anyone talks about Libby, suddenly it's off limits? Another fan wrote. Meanwhile, others defended Libby, saying body comments are a big deal. Money you can rebuild, but once your partner makes you feel ugly, that never leaves you. One fan posted, earning hundreds of upvotes. Supporters called her stance empowering, a rare moment of her taking control in a relationship that often feels lopsided on camera. And the contradictions, fans ate them up. TikTokers stitched clips of Libby's line with montages of her and Andre's past fights, labeling it Selective Outrage, the sequel. Memes showed Libby sitting on a pile of cash with captions like, "Money problems fine, but don't you dare insult the eyebrows." The bigger conversation is about double standards. Shouldn't financial betrayal matter just as much as physical comments? Or is Libby onto something, pointing out that words can wound deeper than numbers on a spreadsheet? Either way, this storyline has fans relitigating years of Libby and Andre drama. It's no longer just about one offhand remark. It's about respect, trust, and whether these two are truly in it for love or for camera time. Stick around because the heartbreak is only just beginning.
Up next, Gino and Jasmine's roller coaster crashes in spectacular fashion, with betrayal, pregnancy, and tears that left the fandom reeling. It's the breakup that nobody can stop talking about. Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda, arguably one of the most polarizing couples in 90 Day Fiancé history, have officially imploded. And the way it all unfolded, pure reality TV chaos. Let's rewind. From the beginning, this pairing had red flags blinking like Vegas billboards. Jasmine's explosive temper, Gino's awkward refusal to connect physically, and their endless cycle of jealousy and suspicion had fans predicting doom from day one. Still, through all the screaming matches and tearful reconciliations, viewers held their breath as the couple somehow kept crawling back to each other. But the latest season of Happily Ever After delivered the gut punch. In one of the most raw scenes yet, Gino sat stone-faced as Jasmine revealed a shocking pregnancy that he never saw coming. The look on his face? Pure devastation. Social media went nuclear. One Twitter user wrote, "Gino should have left when she burned his hat collection. This is karma served ice cold." Another snapped back. "Say what you want, but watching a man's dream crumble on TV is brutal. I feel for him." The fandom split instantly, half heartbroken for Gino, half saying he knew exactly what he signed up for. Reddit threads tore into the details. Was Jasmine always using Gino for financial security? Was the open relationship their fatal mistake? Or did Gino's coldness and constant hesitation finally push her into someone else's arms? One top comment summed it up. Toxic attracts toxic. This was never going to end well. And then there's the pregnancy bombshell. Fans couldn't believe Gino's shock, considering the couple's intimacy issues were practically a storyline of their own. Memes flooded Instagram mocking the irony. Won't touch her in bed, but somehow still shocked she's pregnant? Some argue Jasmine humiliated him deliberately, staging the reveal for maximum drama. Others claimed Gino set himself up, ignoring red flags and trusting a relationship that had cracks wider than the Grand Canyon. What makes this implosion sting more is the sheer time invested. 5 years of effort, thousands of dollars, countless visa battles, all collapsing in one televised gut punch. Fans who once begged Gino to walk away now say it's too little, too late. But here's the twist. Not everyone sees Jasmine as the villain. Some argue she was honest about who she was from the start. Fiery, demanding, and unwilling to settle. Gino, they say, ignored those truths because he was blinded by the idea of marriage. On TikTok, a clip went viral with the caption, "She told him exactly who she was. He just didn't listen." Whether you see Jasmine as a manipulator or Gino as his own worst enemy, the outcome is the same. Heartbreak televised in HD. And fans are left wondering, was this the end of their saga or the setup for yet another round of reconciliation? With these two, nothing ever feels final.
And just when you think the kitchen's cooled down, keep it locked right here. Because next, Sumit's mom unleashes fury over a bottle of rum. But fans spotted something even juicier sitting on the counter, a bottle of Patrón tequila. This might just be one of the most deliciously ironic moments in 90 Day Fiancé history. Picture it. Sumit's mom storms into Jenny's space, unleashing full-blown fury over the discovery of rum. Tears, accusations, and finger-pointing. Classic TLC drama. But eagle-eyed fans watching at home, they weren't even looking at the rum. They were staring at the background where a shiny bottle of Patrón tequila was casually chilling on the counter. Cue the internet meltdown. Within minutes, screenshots of the tequila moment flooded Reddit and Twitter. One fan wrote, "So rum is a crime, but Patrón is just part of the decor?" Another posted a side-by-side meme of the bottle with the caption, "Jenny's sin versus mom's secret stash." It didn't take long for fans to roast the hypocrisy. The entire storyline started to look less like genuine outrage and more like a producer's dream setup. One Reddit thread with thousands of upvotes put it bluntly: "This is scripted 101. You can't convince me otherwise." Others piled on with commentary about the kitchen itself, pointing out messy counters, spaghetti made with ragu, and the lack of dishes for a family of 7. One user deadpans, "Forget the rum, I'm more disturbed that dinner is just jarred sauce." The tequila discovery also reignited one of the fandom's favorite debates. Is Jenny a saint for putting up with Sumit's family drama, or is she just playing along with the circus? Some viewers defended her fiercely. She's in her 60s, she left her life behind, and now she's being dragged for a tiny bottle of rum while they sip Patrón? No thank you, one fan argued. Others clapped back, insisting Jenny knew exactly what she signed up for. "Nobody stays in that house unless they want the airtime," another wrote. And the spaghetti shade? Oh, it took on its own life. TikTok clips circulated with captions like, "When you're 65 and still serving ragu," paired with laugh tracks. Fans couldn't stop mocking the idea that Sumit's mom, who positions herself as a traditionalist authority, was serving up American-style pasta instead of authentic cuisine. One tweet summed it up perfectly: hypocrisy level unlocked. Tequila on the counter, ragu on the stove.
And just when you thought the chaos couldn't get more flamboyant, don't touch that dial, because up next, we're diving into Tim's wild transformation from punk rock pink to fur-coated fabulous, and why his look has fans debating his identity all over again. Tim has always been a lightning rod in the 90-day universe. His fashion, his mannerisms, his unapologetic flair, it's all made him one of the franchise's most polarizing figures. But his latest look, a mashup of fur coats, pink hoodies, and eyeliners so sharp it could cut glass. Fans are buzzing, and the comments are savage, hilarious, and in some cases, downright supportive. The firestorm started when an Instagram post compared Tim's early 2000s punk rock era, spiky hair, dark jeans, a vibe straight out of a My Chemical Romance video, with his current flamboyant style. Within hours, the comment section lit up. One fan wrote, "Tim looks like he raided Prince's closet and got lost in Hot Topic on the way out." Another posted, "We need to stop asking if Tim is gay. We need to ask what band he's fronting this week." The jokes kept rolling. Memes of Tim photoshopped into punk band covers, tweets calling him the flamboyant con man, and TikToks captioned "Furco energy." But the conversation quickly turned deeper. For years, fans have speculated about Tim's sexuality, his softer voice, his love of fashion, his polished grooming. All of it fed a narrative that he must be hiding something. One blunt Instagram comment read, "Everyone knows you're gay, just admit it already." Another countered, "Femininity does not equal sexuality. Y'all need to learn." And that's where the fandom split. Again. Supporters came out strong, praising Tim's refusal to conform. He's one of the few people in this franchise who doesn't care what you think. That's why he's real, a Redditor argued. Another chimed in, "You can be flamboyant and straight, flamboyant and gay, flamboyant and whatever. None of it matters. He owns it." But others, though, question if Tim leans into this ambiguity on purpose. He knows fans will argue about him, so he plays into it for relevance, one skeptic wrote. Another added, "This is the oldest reality trick. Stay polarizing, stay on screen." Still, even critics admit Tim's confidence is unmatched. Whether he's rocking fur in the middle of summer or showing up with eyeliner at a family cookout, he walks in with zero hesitation, and fans can't stop talking about it. And just when you thought the drama dial couldn't turn any higher, keep it locked right here, because up next, Cara's tearful breakdown was supposed to win sympathy, but fans are calling it nothing more than crocodile tears. This week, Cara's emotional breakdown on 90 Day Fiancé became the fandom's main event, and not for the reasons she hoped.
Instead of sympathy, she was hit with accusations that her tears were staged, forced, and straight out of a soap opera script. In the episode, Cara broke down, insisting she was in pain and struggling with her marriage. Her voice cracked, her face crumpled, and the camera zoomed in for the classic TLC close-up. But social media wasn't buying it. Twitter lit up instantly. One blunt user wrote, "Girl, bye. You checked out months ago, and now you're playing the victim for screen time?" Another added, "You dragged a man across the world, had his child, and suddenly he's not your person? Spare us." Reddit piled on too. A top comment read, "Those weren't tears. That was bad acting and maybe an onion backstage." Within hours, memes comparing Cara's crying face to classic reality TV meltdowns were trending. One viral post showed side-by-side shots of Cara and a crying Kim Kardashian meme, captioned, "Spot the difference." Fans also questioned the timeline. Some pointed out that Cara seemed emotionally checked out long before the scene aired. If you were this broken up, why are your Instagram posts nothing but wine glasses and girls' nights? One fan asked. Others argued that her sudden tears looked like a desperate bid to rewrite the narrative before the edit painted her as the villain. Still, not everyone was ready to roast her. A few voices came to her defense, noting how reality TV editing can exaggerate situations. Being a new mom is brutal, and having your marriage crumble on camera can break anyone, one supporter posted. But even those sympathetic takes were drowned out by louder accusations of manipulation. Meanwhile, Instagram comments under Cara's latest post were flooded with skepticism. "Save the tears for Broadway," one wrote. Another chimed in, "When the onion hits just right." And fans weren't shy about pointing out her contradictions, noting how quickly she pivoted from heartbreak on the show to upbeat promotional posts off camera. The bigger conversation became one about authenticity. Are viewers so jaded by reality TV that genuine emotion automatically looks fake? Or was Cara truly playing it up, knowing exactly how to milk a moment for sympathy and airtime? Either way, the majority verdict was clear. Most fans weren't buying it. And just when you think the drama faucet's been turned off, don't touch that dial. Because next, Julia faces the ultimate double whammy as Brandon dismisses her surgery fears and Betty shames her age, sparking one of the ugliest fan backlashes yet. It started as a vulnerable moment. Julia, scared and anxious about an upcoming procedure, tried to share her fears with the people closest to her. But the response she got? Brutal. Brandon cut her off with the line that fans say will live in 90 Day Fiancé infamy. Don't oversell it, Julia. It's minor. The reaction online was instant outrage. Twitter blew up with posts like, "Minor? You're not the one going under anesthesia, Brandon." Another fan added, "If it requires anesthesia, it's not minor, period." Reddit threads piled on too. One top comment read, "Classic Brandon, always dismissive, never listening." Another noted, "This isn't about the surgery, it's about the complete lack of respect." And then Betty jumped in, making things exponentially worse. In the same conversation, she dropped a jaw-dropping line, "Who told you you were still young? You're 30. Cue the gasps, cue the memes, cue the fandom meltdown. Fans couldn't believe the sheer audacity. 30 is young by almost every standard, especially when it comes to family planning. One Instagram user wrote, "Betty needs a calendar. 30 is prime baby-making age, not a death sentence." Another joked, "If Julia's old at 30, what does that make Betty at 60? The clapbacks were savage and honestly deserved. The comments highlighted a pattern. Julia has long been treated like her emotions don't matter, whether it's being pressured about children, dismissed about her lifestyle choices, or now minimized when it comes to her health. One Redditor summed it up, "She's not a partner in this relationship. She's a prop for Brandon and Betty's control." Meanwhile, fans rallied behind Julia. Hashtags like hashtag Justice for Julia popped up, and TikTok edits showcase her strength while dragging Brandon and Betty. One viral video compared Brandon's dismissive tone with supportive partners from other reality franchises, captioned, "Spot the difference between a husband and a roommate." And the age-shaming comments, they hit a nerve. Fans pointed out that many women in the franchise, like Angela, Debbie, and even Kalani's mom, are way older and still active in storylines. Funny how TLC grandmas get love stories, but Julia at 30 is called old, one fan noted. Even those who typically criticize Julia found themselves defending her this time. "You don't have to like Julia to see how wrong this is," one fan admitted. Another added, "She deserves better than being brushed aside by the people who should support her." At its core, this wasn't about surgery or age. It was about respect, or the glaring lack of it. And fans are demanding Julia's voice finally be heard. If you love this ride, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell for you never miss the drama, and drop your takes in the comments. We want to hear it all. Don't forget to follow us across socials for even more reality TV chaos between uploads. And tomorrow, oh, you better believe we've got another bombshell cooking. You won't want to miss who just got caught breaking the biggest rule in the franchise. This is Paper Highlighter signing off, where gossip glows brighter. Stay messy, fam.